Hello and welcome. Right, I've got to do it this way because let me just turn the sound down a little bit. It's a bit noisy. Yeah, I've got to do it this way because I wanted to show you something. Again, something that, yeah, I've got it on the mod. Starting spring is ticked, which means, again, I had difficulties. So yeah, I'm just literally, I think this time I'm relatively unscathed, and that is only thanks to the autosave mod. Yeah, it is kept us in good stead, and I lost I think about 15 minutes of the session. So I've restored the backup. We did, which meant it was going through the months of February and March. I think that's all that I'd got to do, but that could have meant that we did buy things that we didn't have before. Luckily, didn't lose the tractor that we bought earlier in, I think it was in December, and there was nothing else that came. What I've done is I've got it right to the same position. I'd not scanned the fields, and I hadn't, yeah, there was nothing else that we could buy, so we're literally at the same stage. The money may be very slightly different though, that's one thing I'm going to say, because things don't always go exactly the same. Even the I'm trying to think, generator, yeah, even the generators can be slightly different, so that and obviously it is true, I've always said this, that what you actually get is, so yeah, the last thing I did was literally scan the field, so we should, yeah, we're way less actually. Oh, that's because I've not, oh, okay, so I've not that's right, I left it, and that's why I did leave it, actually thinking about it, was the fact that I could get different sort of results off this, so there will be a slight tick up for the 2 months. Let's just show you what we've got in the sales, because these will be different, although no, these are the same, because this was, yeah, not generated. That was a better thing than I thought as well, but this has not got the ability to have a front loader with this, because I was thinking it's actually quite a powerful, and it is 98 horsepower, it's 34,000, but we really don't need it, it's true. So then, let's go through till February morning, and this time I might not make the mistake. Yeah, so I think we've got a no, I don't think we have. I think this is all gone. Yeah, and I have got the advantage to know, yeah, that this is actually, and I'm not going to cheat, I'm going to keep this exactly as it was, because I hadn't, oh, it is still, didn't lose much at all. Well, it is pH value bad, it lost the pH, which shouldn't really kill it terribly. Yeah, this actually grows to second growth stage by March morning. So the last thing I said that you will have seen, obviously this is sort of going backwards in time, which is a bit awkward, but I wanted to catch you up properly. Say it was my mistake. I did switch this off last time we started. Obviously then that was a new farm start, and then I came on and started from scratch and totally forgot again. Starting spring, it's one mod amongst a sea of mods, and that you'd think I'd remember, but it is just one extra thing to remember at the beginning of the Let's Play that you forget. So of course it meant it went wrong. The save went wrong, as it always does, even though the modder says it doesn't affect anything. Oh, it does. It really does. The year after, on March morning, you cannot save your game. It won't let you. There's some sort of lure crash or something like that. Anyway, enough waffling. Let's crack on till 9 o'clock actually. Oh, is this? No, yeah, we are on 9 o'clock already. So we want 9 o'clock tomorrow, and then we want 8 o'clock on March morning. I don't think we had snow last time actually. We didn't. So we should check, because yeah, this is totally random. That's the one thing I'm going to say. What you get each morning is totally different to what you got the time before. It is actually, that is exactly right, because we didn't get that, and we're not wanting that either. That is quite a good thing actually, but yeah, again, I'm not doing animals on this Let's Play. Yeah, I was thinking about what I said, and I think I'm right. If we're going to bring out productions in a massive way, then we are going to, so we want 8 o'clock in the morning, yeah, and we'll check what's in the sales, and that's it. Yeah, I'm going to tack this on to the next one, the beginning of the session, but so it sort of will go backwards in time a little bit, because obviously the game went wrong, but luckily this time, thanks to the autosave mod, yeah, putting up with that has actually saved our bacon. So we are again, we were at 103,000 something, but look at that. Amazing. So we're going to cut this before we rip it up in the coming session. Right, so last job that we've got to do now is, yeah, obviously I'm going to get the sprayer done. I might actually do that now before I start. We don't need another. No, we don't. Not yeah. We're not doing anything like that. We've already got. Yeah, we go straight silage bales, so we don't need anything like that at all. So there we go. At least we didn't have any discrepancies with the with any extra equipment that we didn't have before that now we haven't got. So yeah, right. So then I'm going to say, see you shortly. Hello and welcome. Right, yeah, I actually managed to get the course to hold. It was playing up like it was with the other course that I tried to do on this last session. But I thought, well, let's just try. It didn't like it when you're at the corner. Yeah, when it's the narrow bit, it didn't like that. So it is doing it on this. I'd forgotten this has got double narrows, so there's no problem. We have Farmer Girl leading the charge. We have the sprayer spraying on the other side. We now need to get the mower going. Do we use, no, we're down to 2 tractors now. Yeah, I am including the other New Holland in that sort of thing. It's still a valid tractor, although I'm not going to keep charging. I am going to treat it as the telehandler, if I'm honest, unless we're really pushed and we need to grab it. So we'll grab the Challenger. It's a little beneath it, but hey ho, it is a tractor. Yeah, I always say use the ones that you've got, and I'm definitely going to cut the grass one last time. Oh no, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to leave that alone. Yeah, because this is second growth stage, which just quite surprised me. But yeah, I'm not going to waste the grass. It is our business after all said and done, and you wouldn't waste it, would you really? Yeah, I'd like to put a bit of proper grass down, and now, yeah, that's going to be in the way. Shift that out of the road. Yeah, it's a bit. It is amazing. Obviously, because I'm using productions themselves, I'm not really needing this very much, but I'm quite sure it will come in handy at some point. But for now, we're gonna. Yeah, I'm getting a few slowdowns again. We have this a few. Certain updates. I think it's certain updates cause certain issues, and we've seen the weeds are funny. There's quite a few features that have changed within the actual game itself, and I do think we really ought. Have I not bought the? Right, we ought to rectify that. Yeah, I want my. I thought I'd bought this, the sprayer, the American Garden Hose. I usually do that. Now there is another one. I did want that one, but yeah, I don't know where it is at the minute. So I'm going to stick to what I know for now, and then I'll have a poke around one time. I thought we'd had this. I must have somehow sold it or something, because I think you could. It always looks as in it's in leased items. So, yeah. Now, that's the sprayer's finished. Fantastic. In that case, being as the sprayer has finished... Sorry, no, it's not. That's the fertiliser. Let's have a grab. Let's look in there, and it should switch everything on, and we'll have a look at the field data. Yeah, I'd forgotten this has got narrows. Yeah, jumping out the Massey though into this, I've got to be honest, I do stick to what I said. Yeah, a lot of the John Deeres are not very good at steering. Now, I've got to be honest, in FS19, I used to use, I think it was the 6M an awful lot, and I found that really good, so I don't know what it is, but these modern tractors, obviously I would imagine the mechanics are based upon the reality of what the tractors are like. I mean, I find masses is super duper usually, but yeah, I just don't understand. Nearly every single John Deere is noticeably nasty on the steering, so yeah, it's really... Yeah, this slowdown's affecting all tractors. I'm not blaming the John Deere for that. Yeah, it really is a massive slowdown. Alright, so then we need to be grabbing fields. Oh, that's a terrible, terrible thing. I should be on Maypole. I did go on Maypole. I got it already. I've pushed myself. We're not on holiday per se. Otherwise, I wouldn't be doing this now. But we are sort of on holiday. Yeah, the family, and yeah, it's been a bit tiring. So I thought I just could not. It's a monster session. It really is an absolute monster session on Maypole. We've got lots and lots of harvesting to do. So right, hang on a minute. Let's pay attention. 23 is what we need, and we need 6.8. Clear, load, activate. And yeah, obviously this has not been... Well, it said the nitrogen was actually good, so... Fantastic. She's carrying on again for us. Yeah, the agency have sent Farmer Girl again. So, right, let's grab the Challenger and let's literally grab the Winter already. Do we need to grab something from the shop? Didn't we bring it across? Because we have got 2 of those. Yeah, I don't mean we've got the 2 different seeders, but I thought we brought the... We obviously haven't. Yeah, and also we didn't get the manure, so therefore that means that the seeds we haven't got. We didn't make any over the winter, even though we did have the... Right, let's get this all... Yeah, and we don't want to be on the grass anymore. We want to be... Yeah, we did say we were going to do the new crop type, so... Oh, that is a point that we do need to check. They actually are plantable in March. I don't think I checked that. That's the one thing we do need to check, really. So let's have a quick look in March. I think I'm right. I think I did sort of check this. I'm almost... Yeah, I'm sure that I did. Yeah, they are chickpeas and lentils. Yeah, and the pistachios are a little bit of a strange one. It is the almond oil, but pistachios. Have we just have a quick look? Because, oh yeah, I was a bit perturbed about this. I thought... Let's have a quick look. It seemed to have some sort of slowdown. Yeah, so I could have sworn it was pistachio oil still, but it's... Yeah. Yeah, that's pistachios themselves. And the almonds themselves... But it is oil, so what's happened then? Has it got its own special place, the pistachio oil? Because it's definitely not at the other place. So, yeah, the packaging though is different. So there is something to literally do the pistachio oil. So there is something on the map that is actually to do with that, right? So we need to find that out. Really, we really do need to find that out. Right, and so we need... Oh, I thought we might grab the seeds. Fantastic. So then, lentils, or... No, this will obviously straight away seed on this, but obviously I'm only getting this ready. Yeah, not actually. What I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to set the 2... That's a point. Do we go and grab the... Because we could do with the 2 low horsepower ones, working with these 2 pieces of equipment. I always do like to do that. So do you know something? We're going to go to the shop. We're going to grab out all the tractor. And we're going to have to drop the rear weights. And this is going to have to be a tractor for a little while. And we wouldn't... If this were truly the shops, I really wouldn't be doing this. Yeah, obviously we paid for this, so we are allowed to make use of it. Normally I don't do that on a Let's Play. So, right, we need to grab the... Yeah, it is there. We need to repair it. Yeah, there is a definite slowdown, so I don't know what that is about. Whether there's some kind of weirdness, or whether the map itself has got sort of slight faults and so therefore isn't working properly. Yeah, because all of the tractors, there's an equal like slowdown between them all. It's not just one or anything like that. It really is sort of slowing down quite awfully. So whether there's some sort of mod clash going on, or I'm not sure. No, that's all good. Right, so then yeah, this should manage its nice, and it's got its front weight. Yeah, I'm surprised that it didn't take the. I was saying, wasn't? Oh, I knocked the Annenberger. That's right, I remember. Yeah. I do. Let's grab this. Yeah, what I was partially saying was I'm going to lead with the Optima, and I'm going to go obviously with the case as the second one. The case will overlap the Optima, but it will be the inner. Yeah, it will be the right hand, which is the one that starts on the inner section. So although it's going to overlap, it really should not affect anything. So I'm going to treat it as though it's also a 4.5, which it obviously isn't. Because it overlaps, it's not going to hurt. Yeah, it really isn't. So, oh wow, that's looking fantastic. And you still didn't look across the road. Wow, yeah, I do stick to what I said though. There is way too much weeds for precision farming. Yeah, giants have obviously broken precision farming in this last silent update. Well, I've not heard anything about it anyway, so I've not had a proper update where I need to update the game, so I presume this sort of one of these silent updates that there frequently are silent updates now. So Right, don't go on the field because you will damage it. Yeah, there's way too much weeds for precision farming. That's the entire reason for precision farming, is the fact that obviously it's spot weeding. We've even turned spot weeding on this, but as you can see, that's absolutely hammered, and I mean absolutely hammered that, because precision farming isn't working properly. Yeah, this is almost like base game sort of stuff. So right, let's stick that back, and we'll grab this on the other seeder, which I just had for the other. Well, obviously I know we're not doing this now. Yeah, we're just getting ready. Yeah, I'm going to get the coursers loaded whilst I send the, get on with the grass work. We're obviously going to take the bales off the field. That's the one thing I'm going to say, and they're not going to obviously be ready. That's the one thing I am going to say. They really aren't, but yeah, we're going to sort of do that. Yeah, and I do want to get all these tools now in the proper sheds. So going forwards, yeah, these are going to be, so they're lentil. Is that lentils? I think so. So we need to grab the other one on lentils too. So let's grab that, stick some seeds in, and stick it on lentils. Or is it chickpeas? I'm not sure. We need to look. I can see the icon, but that doesn't mean to say I know what it is. Yeah, it was that one. Which is, let's have a look, because I've got to get used to this. It is, go as higher than that. I think I've gone too low now. It is lentils. I was wrong actually. Yeah, chickpeas are the ones with the orange, so that's fantastic. Let's get this ready to accept fertilizer and seeds. Wow, now there is another bag on the edge of our other fields. Again, I'm not sure how much is in there, but I'm hoping, yeah, that there's enough for us to get this done, because I don't think there's any more, because I was trying to, yeah, there's a definite slowdown. This should not be this slow. It's like not wanting to get any speed up at all. It's shocking. I can only think the only thing that would slow the game down like that is mistakes in the game itself, as in, you know, like errors. Yeah, you do notice this on, yeah, you can get on bad patches of field. There was one on Western Wilds where you could visibly, I called it the dead zone of the map, and I bought the field and I had to sell it straight away because it literally would not do anything, and you track your lorries slowed down noticeably in that field. So yeah, it really is. I didn't call it the dead zone. What did I call it? The Bermuda Triangle. Yeah, of Western Wilds. I did. That is definitely true. I did call it that. Yeah, now this is 100 horsepower. Although, as I said, yeah, I'm not comparing this now. Obviously, this is our proper grass fed. We're gonna let this grow till April morning and do it properly. Yeah, let's grab these seeds. So we're going to need to buy some seeds or buy some manure, which is what I'm thinking of doing. Now, have we got a sell point? We've not. No. Now, has the map got it? I'm sure. Yeah, we really need to be. Now, there's also some lime on here. Fantastic. That's brilliant. So we've got that. Now then, concentrate. Yeah, I do think I'm right. We're going to stick a shed in there. We've got that one little shed. We're going to stick another shed in there. Right, let's shut that. So we've got that. Get this ready, and we need to be sending the, I would imagine the grass is pretty much done by now. Oh wow, I like those indicators actually on the seeder itself. That is amazing. Still a bit light on the front end. Yeah, this is a repeat performance of the other, but that is quite heavy if you look at the weight at the back. 7.1 tons and it's 10.1, so that's 3 tons exactly. Yeah, precisely that. So yeah, that's not surprising really that a 1/3 of its weight would tip it slightly. Even with that front weight, it's still a bit like the Massa used to be, truthfully, until we put that nice monster weight on it. Now it doesn't move at all. Right, so we need to be grabbing the Challenger, And we need to be grabbing the windrower, which should now go nicely. And then we'll grab the John Deere on the baler. Yes, I'm not going to moan about the autosave because that saved my bacon completely. When I think of the lost thing that I would have had at that last session if I had have not had the autosave on, yeah, I'm going to put up with the I don't like it, but then again I do like it. I mean, there's a lot of weird things going on with the map at the minute, or no, sorry, with the game at the minute. Since this last update, yeah, there are some strange things. The weeding, I mean, there are some good things as well. The fact that the grass, that grass thing where I've seen that on 2 maps now, Hills of Tuscany and this, where you mow the normal grass and it doesn't do anything, and then the time after it grows back the other kind of thing. Yeah, the olive leaves, I'm hoping that is something to do with the olives on this map, which is why that's a special thing. I'm thinking the leaves, we're going to get the olive leaves. So I'm looking forward to doing that. That's why I wanted to buy that olive when it was on the special offer, even though I know I went into debt. I thought it was well worth it. Right, so what are we doing? We are loading a course, I believe, and it is field 23. It is 14.8. Clear, load, activate, and we should see the lines, and we want this on first, which it was on. We're going to go grab the John Deere because that's not going to be far off finishing. In fact, I might do this myself. Set that windrow going, we'll grab the John Deere, we'll finish this off. No, well, we shall see. Oh, making a beeline. Yeah, obviously this is not going to be a monster, but why would you waste this much grass? You wouldn't, would you? Let's be honest. So that's exactly the way I feel. Why will I waste that grass? It's funny, on FS19 I used to always cut the grass on first growth stage. I'd got myself convinced that it was better to do it in first growth stage, that you but I didn't sort of work it out properly, I don't think. No, the yield is so much higher on third growth stage, but of course you had to wait, so I would cut it every single day which did mean there was an awful lot of work involved on the Let's Plays. But yeah, well, I did that. You live and learn, don't you? You truly do. I was convinced in my own mind that I was totally right in what I was doing, but I wasn't. No, there's I mean, you've got to wait patiently, but that's it. It's what you get 3 cuts instead of like so many. I suppose that is an advantage to do it that way, but yeah, I think I'd sooner do it as we do it now. Yeah. Not that it really does make any difference. You still get the same yield, really, but you're wasting an awful lot more worker wages, and yeah, your profit margins are not as good because you're cutting 3 times for the same amount that you would do if you did it in 1 time. So yeah, it is something I don't do anymore, but I did completely convince myself that I was right, as you do sometimes with these ideas that you have where you think you're right, but actually you're really not at all. Yeah, you sometimes have to take a step back, and also experience. Yeah, it is. A lot of this game is experience that you gain just through time and observation of keep watching things you do and think. And yeah, I love to do that. I really do love this game for that. That's why I also keep my mistakes in as well, because it's all valid. We all make those mistakes, but I mean, I'm brave enough to show those mistakes because I think it's part of being human, truthfully, that kind of thing, to be honest about your mistakes. Although nowadays it seems to be shown as a bit of a weakness, to be honest. I think in fact, yeah, there have been a lot of great minds that have said that actually you shouldn't be ashamed of your mistakes, because your mistakes often make you the man or woman that you actually are. You often learn by them. Even in relationships, when you're very young, you have some stupid ideas about relationships and about things. But when you've had a few failed relationships, sometimes it teaches you that, well, actually, yeah, your expectations were way too wrong themselves, and that you've got to give and take. Yeah, there's so many sort of things where people expect to be treated as a prince or a princess, and that everything they say is going to be, and it shouldn't be like that. Not at all. It's about, that's true. With this now wants taking to the top. So although I said about putting things away, Actually, I'm going to leave this here because it all needs taken up to. I'm going to build another shed for the grass equipment, because the grass equipment is going to stay up where the grass actually is. So right, this is wants to be changed. It's not the same course. It wants to be the 14.8 meter, the same as the. Oh, yeah, that's quite deep in. I'm not sure if I'm going to hit the tree. I'm a little bit too close to that actually. Oh, lucky, very lucky. You know, we're almost going to instantly get a bale out of this. 93%. Right, so then let's load. I was right as well, we didn't actually hit the shed. Yeah, that was perfect. Just on the inside of the field edge. Well chuffed with that. And yes, I did see that also has got the lever to do the back thing up. So must be the Horman sheds, obviously, that have got that particular feature, which is quite amazing. So 23, 14.8, clear. Now that's going to disappear because it's not really. And then load and activate. It's a good job I know your tricks, Courseplay. Right, so we want first and go. Farmer Girl again. She really likes the John Deere. So yeah, not everyone's. Oh, will you get across? And we need to be grabbing. Now that is a point. We are still short of tractors. Our little. I suppose the Massey. It's 95 horsepower, and this thing has got a heart of a lion. So we'll try. Yeah, I'm not really expecting it, but we'll grab the Anderson, we'll grab the bales off, we'll follow. Yeah, and it has definitely got to slow down. Yeah, I'm hoping that little tiny trailer is okay for the Mahindra. It should be, because it is really diddy, really. It's not quite, I mean, it could manage something like the Bachmann, but I don't think it can manage the Bachmann, because I don't think it actually has got the right kind of hitch. Right, so can we do a turnaround in this very large space? But it is a very long trailer. So, yeah. Oh, it really is. Wow. Wow. That surely shouldn't be like that. Right, looks like we're going to have to reverse. It does not like switching around, Ryan. Can we avoid that? That's not too terrible. Now then, pride goes before a fall. That's when you make mistakes, when you start to get big-headed. So let's just, yeah. Alright, smashing. So then, let's get on the field. Now can we, yeah, I'm not sure with this. Does it have a horsepower requirement? That is what I'm going to say. I've never really paid much attention. I think it does have a certain 130, which is why we're struggling a little with it, because we're in the range, but we're not really right. So we will be able to do it, but yeah, it's not going to be as it should be. It will struggle when it gets a bit heavier. So we will clean this up as well. I want to make the most out of this, and then of course we're going to get this reseeded. I'm trying to be very careful. Yeah, on all the Let's Plays now, going forward, I am trying to sort of be the ultimate in a virtual farmer, as in, like, we're not going to lime unless it's the soil is bare. We're not going to ever lime when the crops are already growing. It's tough. You would, as in real life, you'd have to take the hits because it should have been done at the beginning. Yeah, well, I'm going to try to do everything as I should do. Grass fields are obviously, they are the exception. I mean, you do still lime and fertilise those. Yeah, I mean, obviously, I would imagine, because obviously precision farming is based upon the reality of precision farming in real life. So, now, can we stick? No, we can't stick these bales. We're just going to have to drop them on the side, as we have done on Attingham and things like that. Yeah, we've got the side of the field here, which we could drop them if we have too many, and I think we will. It's 24 bales, although we have got less than we did have. Yeah, that is true. Obviously, we're not going to get the yield that we would have done before. I think I've just turned my volume down, which means it's not going to be any background noises. Although I must admit it is fairly muted. Yeah, the thing is, you knock it up one notch, 10%, and then all of a sudden the sounds of the vehicles are way too loud. So it's ever so funny. Yes, yeah. So which is why I leave it down at the settings that I've got now. But then you hardly ever hear the sounds of the engine. Yeah, it's weird. That is leaving little tiny dots, and it's not. Yeah, I don't know. It must be slightly off the edge of the thing, really. Yeah, sort of leaving little tiny dots, and it did that last time on this field. So, no, I'm not blaming the field. Oh, that's going to hit that bale. We have a worker who isn't. Oh no, they are. They've finally decided no. So if we go down this way, oh, now it's beginning to struggle. Yeah, we're at 50%, and it really is struggling now. Oh, yeah, it is. It's not liking this. I'm surprised it's not got to about 3/4, truthfully. Let's quickly get out of the way. And when I say quickly, I mean let's just get out of the way, because, yeah, there's no quick about me at present. Now then, can we get... No, this is really awful. I think we're going to have to... yeah, we're going to drop these off at the side of the field, because it really is not liking that at all. That is the front weight dragging. No, it's not. It really is not. It's nothing to do with that. It just is the fact that really this is a little tractor trying to pull something really beyond its what it was built for. I'm not saying its capabilities, because it can sort of do it, but it's not. Really isn't nice. Now then, let's pull forwards as we drop them off. We know how to use this, even though it's very hard to get it perfect. Yeah, brilliant. Let's grab some more. Even if we have to do 13s at a time, I don't think we're going to get much more than that a second time anyway. Yeah, I think we're... but I'm quite happy with doing that anyway. At least we get... we do need more tractors though, as in bigger. I mean, we've got the stupendous Challenger and that fantastic John Deere. As much as I say, obviously, that... Oh, why did I drop it? What happened there? Oh, I don't know what happened there. I was not paying attention. I was busy talking, if I'm honest. Let's grab this now. We're going to get clocked. Okay, probably we need to move quickly. Right, now what was I saying? Now I've interrupted my flow again, as I frequently do. I was talking about the John Deere. Yeah, it is a fantastic John Deere. Just because its steering isn't as good as other tractors doesn't mean to say that I'm not going to have a John Deere. It just means I've got to mentally adjust to the fact that the John Deeres are not as good at steering, or as a whole. Now, I'm not talking about all. Now, I've got one of the high-end John Deeres on Neverland, and that's beautiful. It really is a lovely steerer. It is just weird, obviously, that some manufacturers are definitely better than others. I must have clocked that bale because they're all flat like this, and that's another thing I love about this baler. The fact that they're all flat like that. Amazing. Yeah. Now then, that's probably going to clock that. So let's shift the... and let's not get in the John Deere's way either. Oh, which... No, it should be going that one there. We stick this on the side for now. Yeah, we're definitely having just two larger tractors. Yeah, I mean, we've only got one large and one medium, but what I mean is, yeah, having all these two little tractors, beautiful as they are, and they do a cracking job, they are meant to do specific jobs, and it's certainly not to be lugging massive bale things down like this. But you would do this, and you would make allotments. Yeah, I mean, it's a bit like you would never try to grab a 70-tonner with this, or if you did, you'd be heavily shocked. It might do it, but you probably would damage your tractor. It's all I'm going to say. Yeah, it's not that you can't, it's just not advisable. Where is the John Deere? It's going from on the last run. So we can get these, the little Massey and the little New Holland going on the two seeders. Do we? Oh, we need to lime. Yeah, but we can do that straight away. Rollers, have we got enough money? Are we going to... I'd like to buy the Mack Trucker roller, the one that can mulch and all the rest of it. That's my plan. Now then, right, okay, so there we go. And we may as well stick these all together because it really is. Actually, that was 30, yeah, it's exactly full 24, so that was actually perfect. Let's get that ready to throw them out, and we'll get them all together-ish. And then we're going to get this going. No, this is about a session actually. Yeah, I'm trying to keep my eyes on the autosave a little bit better, so that I get. I'm aiming for 45-minute sessions. Aiming. I am trying to get better because I realise not everybody likes monster sessions. Some people do. I mean, I have had comments from some of the viewers over the years that really no, it is years now. It is more than one. Yeah. Yeah, that's not liking that at all. Oh, that was a mess. Yeah. Right, okay, so we'll leave this here because we're going to need to pick those bales up in a couple of days in March, April, May. So we shall leave that here when it's finished its business, which it has. And we're going to set this going, which... Oh, no, we don't need to set the course. Did I set the course still? No, I don't know. Let's have a look. Yeah, we need this to be leading, or... No, I think is the New Holland got the 4.5? Yeah, we were doing this on the original Cedar, weren't we, with the case. It would be nice to get the plans going, but I was so determined that this time I wanted to get the new crop types in. So yeah, we will be seeding. Right, so actually...